Ray's Landscaping. So, today's, it's cold out today, and I have been trying to, I'm looking at a couple of jobs. This is a tree job that I'm looking at today. This tree right here, this tree right here, this tree right here, and those are the easy ones. So, when you get on up in here, back in my younger days, I probably would have taken on this job, but I'm not going to be able to do it. I passed on it. I didn't even talk money with them. So, you got all these big trees, you got a structure right there, and then you got all these power lines and stuff in the way. They're going to have a climber come in here and do all this, and I'm not going to do that. It's just, so I spent, an hour and a half coming out here and looking at this, and only to turn it down. Now, most people would say, well, Ray, you just wasted your time. Well, I really didn't waste my time. I got another contact. He's probably going to hire me once they get all the trees down. He's going to hire me to remove all this privet bush and thorn bushes and stuff with the skid steer. And I told him that once the climbers came and did this job, they want all these trees down. I told him that once the climber come and got all the trees down, that he could call me, and maybe I'd come and pick up the trees with the Bobcat if the climbers don't want them. Ray's Landscaping. Okay, so we're back over here at this job in Greenville. I looked at it a couple weeks ago, and there's just too many trees, and I did a video on it. Just too many trees and too tight quarters for me to fool with. So I told the guy that I couldn't do it, and I thought I'd wasted my time. Well, fast forward 2 weeks, he got somebody to get all the trees down, and now he wants me to bring my Bobcat over here and clean everything up. Now, I'm finna show y'all what this job will entail. So check it out. He had all these trees dropped. Now, this wood right here is good wood, but it ain't worth nothing right now. It'll at least it'll be next season before we could even turn it into any kind of firewood or any kind of money. So that's a consideration that you have to keep in mind when you got a job like this. First thing I'm going to ask myself is, what is he going to do with all this stuff? I can come in here with a Bobcat and move the piles and stuff. I'm not sure exactly the best way to, and this right here, y'all. This is premium firewood. It's just not premium firewood right now. What a mess, man. What a mess, what a mess, what a mess. And see, from a contractor standpoint, I know that the city is going to be all over him about this, getting this mess up, because see, we're in downtown Greenville, Georgia, and this debris is everywhere. And if you don't have a machine, a Bobcat, grapple bucket, or the like, I don't know. My thinking is probably the best way, it's going to cost him though, the best way is probably just to rent a chipper and chip up the limbs, all the little limbs. Because like the trunks and stuff, I'll bring the Bobcat over and I'll pull that trunk out and I'll put it on a trailer and carry it home. That's a nice trunk right here, y'all. All this wood right here, this is all premium. And then you got that big tree in there too. So, yeah, I want to work a deal with him on getting the wood, but the deal's not going to be real friendly because there's a lot of work here. Dude, look at that. That's a freaking hunk, man. And that's premium, dude. There wasn't nothing wrong with these trees. These trees weren't dying or nothing. These were fucking just, they were just in the way. You know, in the way. We got one more up here I'm gonna look at, Bo. Let's walk up here and look at this one, Bo. It's got a tree up here too. I mean, it'd be nice if you could just push all the branches into the wood line there, but it's gonna be way too many. The main thing I'm to guarantee he's concerned about is getting this driveway and roadside cleaned up. This is a big tree right here, Bo. In the $2,500 to $3,000 range, something like that, I think. I think it's going to take a while, and that's not even going to include burning it or chipping it or whatever. He might well boy, I tell you what, he got a lot going on here. Huh? That's cedar though, ain't it? That's oak?
Red oak.
It looks like, does the bark look like oak? Wow. So again, this is right on the line of what I'm willing to take on. I don't even know if I can do this job. It's so big. And be friendly about the money. So there's a big pile of debris right here. Look at all this. Oh my gosh, y'all. And see, some of this wood, people say, damn, Ray, you got all that. Well, yeah, you can get all that wood and you can split it. Well, some of this wood, look how big that is, y'all. Y'all see how big that is? Look at my hand on there. That's a big ass bottom there. And well, I mean, he might really, this might be too big for me, Bo. What do you think, man? This is, I mean,
No way, man.
I mean,
Are you kidding? I just run it up.
we ain't never done a job this big, Bo.
I need to get on this pancake. Quick.
Yeah, we ain't never done a job. Well, I have never done a cleanup job this big, where it required this much work. See this piece right here, Bo? We just cut it one time and set it on the trailer. You know what I'm saying? Cut it one time and then set the long pieces on the dump trailer. All right, guys. So left from out there in Greenville at tree job. I got a couple little videos that I took while I'm there. You know, I'm a little bit nervous about that job if I get it. I don't know. I don't have a bad feeling because it's a big job. It's one of the bigger jobs that I would take on. So I'm a little bit apprehensive about it, to say the least. I don't know. I'm just I don't know if that's lack of confidence in the ability, or just being a realist. But that would be the biggest tree cleaning job, you know, debris removal tree job that I've done. And there's a couple of things that make me a little apprehensive. Number one, it's about 25 minutes away from my house. Number two, I can't leave the machine out there or any equipment out there overnight. Yeah. So those are just a couple of things, you know. And to be quite frank, man, I don't know how to charge it, man. I don't know how to. It's really frustrating because I don't know how to charge it. The guy, you know, I can't look at a job like that and say, okay, give me $4 grand or whatever, you know. I look at a job like that and I'm like, oh wow, and it's a lot. And so in order to protect myself, I just tell them $500 a day, you know, and you know, and see what happens. You know,
$500 a day, I'll get $500 worth of work done in a day over there. I know. But so I may not get that job just because, y'all, just because I don't know how to bid it, man. I don't know how to. I just ain't got there yet. What can I say? I haven't. You know, it's like you younger guys starting out in the lawn business. You know, y'all just y'all learning, and you know, and I'm still learning in the lawn business too. I learn every day, but when I walk up on a lawn job, I know exactly what to do, what to charge, how long it's going to take, and it doesn't matter, you know. But on a bobcat job, me being young in the bobcat world, you know, I'm going to have to. I got to learn how to do some of this bidding and stuff, and I'm just scared, man. You know, it's just an apprehensive fear, if you will. I'm afraid something's going to happen, you know. I'm afraid that I'm going to lose money. I'm afraid, but you know, I have to get past those fears. Yeah. It got dark all of a sudden. Y'all probably can't even see me now. I have to get past all that, you know. You can't be fearful and expect to you know, to rise, to be better, to be bigger, to be more lucrative, to learn. No risk, no reward, man. So the best I can do over there that I think it's worth it is the number that I gave him, and I told him $500 a day, and I would bring a guy with me. So I'd be basically over there with the Bobcat, basically, y'all. I'd be over there with the Bobcat, 25 miles away from my house, one way, and for about $350 a day. That's basically what $300 a day. Okay, well, that's not good money, you know. Job like that. So anyway, I'm headed back home, and this is what I do on a Saturday. Just even if I don't get the job, y'all, even if I don't get that job, that's okay. That's okay. I learned that I'm going to have to be willing to take on jobs like that, you know. And who's to say I might not get it, because I don't think that you can come over there and do what I can do in a day with a machine for $500. I don't know that anybody can be. I don't know if anybody's going to be any cheaper than that. You know, even if they're getting the wood, because it takes a lot to process raw logs into firewood. A lot of labor. If I got all that wood there, I'd have to buy another log splitter. You know, and see, that's what you got to be thinking about. And when you're out here hustling on living on the land, what it is, living on the land. Yeah. Because I know if I go over there and I walk away with 30 cords of wood, you know, that I'm going to have a log splitter in order to process all that wood. So it's got to make sense, you know. You might have $2,000 or $3,000 worth of wood over there. Well, hell, a damn new splitter going to cost me, you know, $1,200. So, you know. Anyway, it's just a lot of things that you got to think about when you're self-employed and living on the land. If you don't think about these things, then you end up paying a piper in the long run, because it's going to end up costing you more, or you won't make as much. So, anyway, I'm pulling up to the house. I'm grateful that I was able to look at it and meet with the guy. And this is the second time I met with him, so he kind of understands what I'm saying. He called me. He said that he's gonna give me the first dabs because I gave him a lot of tips on what to look for, even in the next contractor. You know, I don't discriminate, man. I'm the same dude no matter what. So if I don't get the job, then I'm telling him what to look for, and I know that's gonna, at the end of the day, that's gonna make anybody that comes out there be $500 or more per day. It's just what I think. I don't know. We'll see, and I can't wait to learn. This is Ray. See y'all later.